So I've just headed up to a friend's place who's into the crawlers and dozers as well. Up in the hills here, there's another one down there. So he's got some Cletrac dozers and the D8 he's starting to restore. So go and check them out. It's cool.
Oh, I've just got to get my oil pulled.
Yep.
A little bit of oil down to help give it some compression.
Righto. Give it a help. You've been pumping warm water around there all night, just to warm the engine up.
Yeah, I feel it's warm. You can feel it,
there you go.
So it's got a little pump circulator.
Yeah.
Is there a little tank like that one?
Yep. Yeah, the engine block's warm.
Yeah. Because they've been making filters for a long time.
Purelator.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's leak at this side. This side's worse than the other side, that seal. And there's your dead shaft through here on this nut. See, they run a down in there there's a leaf spring running this way.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure how those works.
Well, the dead shaft probably in the middle of it.
Or here, there's a shaft.
Oh
Dead
yeah,
shaft.
and the hard bar running across.
Yeah, see, there's a leaf spring there. I need to climb under and have a look how it all works. What holds the track frames in line. Yep.
And it's got a gear wheel.
Yep.
That drives on there.
That's not hydraulic though, is it?
No. Just a great big screw thread.
Yep.
I can show you another one out near my gate.
Yep.
What it looks like all pulled apart.
Mm-hmm.
And the tracks on this one are quite stretched, but they're still my best set of original tracks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's nothing tying the front of the track frames together.
No.
So just are they bolted to the bottom of the centre of the spring, leaf spring?
Yeah.
Is the track frame bolted to that, or
Yeah.
it's not disposing on it?
Well, no, it is, and when it is new, that's probably what holds the front end. That's literally the leaf
The
spring,
leaf springs, yeah.
and because that bolts rigidly, and the whole leaf spring can't move because of those. But it's just because everything just wears out and flogs out that they get pigeon-toed. So you can see on this one, I've made up some brackets and put that piece of pipe in there. Because this one is so sloppy in the track frames, because I basically bought it just to scrap. And it's so sloppy in the track frames that's why the tracks have been chewing the chassis out.
So been moving around.
Yeah, so in order just to keep it going, and look, it drives beautifully just to squash normal rock.
But you'd have to have pretty good bushing through on the hard bar.
Was it's got bronze bushing in there?
Correct.
Yep.
Everything's just worn out.
Yep.
So that's why it just flops all over the place.
Yep.
But it still does a beautiful job of crushing that.
So what year would this one be?
1941.
Yeah.
So she's an old
Now it's got the Oliver on it.
No.
No, okay, so that's not the right one, yeah.
The original radiator for that I've found now.
Yeah.
That's down leaning up against that container.
And that had Cletrac written on it.
Cletrac, yeah. Yeah. It's a complete bits of this one.
Do they have DDH written on them?
No.
No, it's just on the badge somewhere.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So this one, I think this might be the original. Yeah, that is the original firewall.
Yep.
So it's a model DD.
DD.
And it's a very early 1L.
Yep.
And yeah, it's actually got 1941 cast into the bottom of the transmission gearbox housing.
Yep.
Yeah, so it could make it a 1942 model, but either way, it's very interesting being that year as to whether it might have started out as a military contract tractor or something like that.
And what cubic inch is the engine?
444.
Yep.
Or 7.3 or 7.
Is this one that's weeping a bit around the head gasket, is it?
No, that's coming out of the exhaust because it burns so much oil.
Oh, okay.
On the other side.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's tired.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's just slubbering out the exhaust,
Yep,
yeah.
That's it, and it just runs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's well tied.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just get another battery. Going. That's why up here, engines that don't have glow plugs are a really bad idea, basically,
Yeah.
when it's cold.
That manifold.
Yeah.
Well, so the glow plugs just go in here.
Yeah, that's it. So I want to work out what size glow plugs fit into it and put some in, because I reckon that'll make a massive difference in being able to start the car. You know, because having a pre-combustion engine without glow plugs, you know,
That's right.
it's asking for it, you know. And no pony motor like a D8 to... So what I'll do, I'll really dose it up. Yeah. And we'll see. Here we go, George. Ooh. Oh, it might go. It's just got the it might go.
This one's a DDH. Someone's welded some extra plates on here. So this is a D8 2U he's picked up. So his plans is to rebuild the engine, get it going, and paint it. We've got the skip tooth sprocket on there. It'd be good to see this one going. Another D8 engine. And then these two here are Hercules. He picked up from the wreckers. Or saved them from the scrap anyway. So what's the story with this one? What happened to the engine on it?
So the rough story was that after the 67 bushfires, this whole dozer went in for a complete refit from front to back.
Yep.
And it had a fully rebuilt engine, transmission, finals, brand spanking new tracks, sprockets, rollers, the lot.
Yep.
And then it was only used until around about 1972. And the rough story is that at that time, George Johnson got 2 brand new Caterpillar D7E power shift dozers, and all of a sudden no one wanted to drive the clunky old D8. That was a stick shift.
Yeah, or manual clutch.
Yeah, so it got parked up for a rainy day, and the rainy day never came. And then the whole business sort of wound up because the sons that I don't think were too keen to take on the whole earth moving business. So this sat in that quarry pretty much since the early 1970s.
Yeah.
And that's why to this day the tracks on it are absolutely spectacular.
Yeah.
And yeah, and the idlers and everything, and even the sprockets, they're not even sprocket rings, they're genuine Cat
The whole
brand
sprocket.
new
Yep.
sprockets.
So it's just been rusting away
Yeah,
basically,
it's just
isn't
been
it?
rusting away for
Yeah.
in excess of 50 years. And the sad thing was the motor would have been absolutely perfect. It was fully rebuilt, except that sitting for so long, I guess the can on the exhaust rusted off, and then the motor filled up with water, and well, we know what happens after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm basically hoping that once I've put the new liners and rings and everything into the motor, and get it all rebuilt, that it'll be virtually good to go. Actually,
So what is the liners got much rust in them?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's knackered.
And
There's probably 4 liners that if I want to, I could probably just hone them out and use it, as often happens. But yeah, 2 of them are definitely stuffed.
And you say the pony motor's all been rebuilt.
It has. Yeah, that's in that. I can show you in this container.
Oh, yeah?
Take me a sec. But, yeah. Known, I got that with it as well, and that pony motor was actually far better than the one that was on it that I started rebuilding. Whereas that one, I could have pretty much put a set of rings in it and tidy up the valves
And bolted on.
Bolted on. And if I have to, I probably still could. So this is a pony motor in 1,000 pieces.
Yep.
The block has been machined, the valves and all that's all been done. Cranks up in the shed, that's polished. Got various new old stock parts for it. You can still get some stuff from Caterpillar. Yeah, it's just various
Bits and pieces,
yeah. You can still, look at all that, all new old stock parts. They're getting harder to find, but
getting all used up.
yeah, and look, it seems that I can't find any Indian or Chinese parts anywhere for them.
No.
I think maybe there's just not enough demand for people to be making rebuild
To
kits.
start making them, yeah.
The single only thing I've really found is JP Pistons, I think in South Australia, will do a run of brand new pistons to whatever oversize you want with rings and gudgeon, which is really good.
That's a brand new engine now, isn't it?
Yeah, and very interestingly, they're Holden It's either Holden 186 or Holden 202 liners in that.
He made fit, yeah.
So that's 3 5/8 bore, which is just conveniently ridiculously common with lots of engines. So Phil just bored it out and sleeved it back, which is really good to know that they're very rebuildable in that side of things. But yeah, that's all the
pony motor stuff.
That's a pony motor in
in boxes.
Pieces.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another DD. Apparently got a lot of good gearbox parts in this one.